everyone, this is Ivy, and today I'll be discussing to you what is LRC. Okay, so have you heard about it? If not, well, LRC stands for Learning Resource Center. So I'm pretty sure everyone knows what library is, right? So we are all too familiar with the typical library that we have in our schools, where we go to do our study and look for um, books, specific books, clippings, or journals, right? So as a result, that's where we study. So LRC is a term used to describe a type of library. So basically, LRC is the enhanced type of a library. They offer not just the same services of a traditional library, but however, the Learning Resource Center offers following services such as, of course, we do have the library itself where we get to check for literatures and books, all the textbook, all the reading and clippings that we need. Aside from a library, the LRC also provides academic testing services, which entails administering tests as required by teachers of a given subject topic for learners. So that that's how the academic testing works. And next services are they have tutoring center. So they do have this section in the LRC where the student can get the opportunity to have one-on-one tutorial for the subject matter that they are having challenges with. Okay? It gives the students to cope with the topic. Gets? Next is they do also have e-learnings, wherein they provide instructional design and technology to support the faculty who wish to build a good quality on campus, designed and blended courses. Next, some LRC do have academic outreach, and other offers special services such as counseling and disability services. And for some institution, their LRC has or offers a small area for a cafe wherein students can hang out while being productive. Now let's proceed to the purpose of LRC. So Learning Resource Center benefits students by supplementing the learning process. They function as a place to introduce, to reinforce and expand student learning, and can be school or community-based. Centers can provide access to learning materials or serve as a peer learning center. But anyway, there are various types of learning centers, each geared toward providing students with resources to expand their educational experience, just like enrichment centers, skill centers, interest centers, and community centers. Okay, in enrichment centers are learning resource centers that help to reinforce and extend learning of concept, skills, or topic introduced in the classroom. So not every student will understand a concept right away. So it is very important that they have a place where they can go for further help. Okay, the next is the skill centers. Skill centers focus on reinforcing essential skills such as reading, writing, or math. So learning centers focus around these skills, providing student with a skill-based learning centers help them to build their confidence in their abilities and allows them to seek out help outside of the classroom if they are stuck. Okay, so next is the interest centers. So get students involved in learning by providing a resource for them to learn more about their own interests. Interest-based learning centers are important to student learning because they encourage students to pursue their individual interests. So students take responsibility for their own interests of learning, and then by choosing what they want to study and how they will study. Okay? And next is the community centers. In community centers, learning are important part of the community because they provide a place for the student to go for help during the non-school hours. Community learning centers can focus on academic or non-academic subject like from math and reading to basketball and playing acting. Okay, so that is what the community learning center is. Now let's proceed to the goals. First goal is to assist users to find and use information resources effectively and to acquire the skills needed for a life of independent learning and personal growth. Second is to seek input from and respond to users as part of our continuing efforts to evaluate and improve services, collections, and programs. Third, to build and preserve collections which support teaching, learning, research, extension, and creative expression. Fourth is to provide and maintain effective, easy-to-use catalog and guides and electronic gateway to resources, both local and remote. Fifth is to provide the technological and other tools necessary to support and enhance library program and services. Sixth, provide accessible, inviting library facilities which encourage individual and group inquiry. 7. To collaborate with other members of the community and outside institutions to identify, develop, and support a cost-effective means of expanding the resources and services for the university programs and initiatives. Lastly, number 8, to secure and allocate funding to support library programs and initiatives. Alright, so those are the goals for strengthening the Learning Resource Center. And now let's proceed to the function of LRC. A Learning Resource Center serves the following functions. First, as a depository for special materials which aid the teachers to represent better their subject areas and to take care of the wide range of individual differences that exist in classes or schools or colleges of teacher education. Okay, this organization includes educational resources that can be adapted to help teachers advance their careers. So the LRC acts as a central repository for education materials, saving teachers time and effort while encouraging the usage of a variety of materials at the same time. Okay, and the next is as a place where new or experimental types of instructional materials may be developed, produced, and evaluated for possible future use or adoption. It's a place where educators may use newer media in the classroom by having easy access to materials. And then lastly, as a place where circulation of audiovisual materials, coordination of a variety materials, and in-service education of teacher is carried out. It has professional consultants who are experienced in the selection of all types of materials, conduct in-service education for serving teachers. Okay, so those are the following function of LRC. So I hope you get to familiarize the Learning Resource Center. So that's all for today. Now let's proceed to the next reporter. Thank you.